Hey there, welcome to GemIIToys. Here we are once again. This time taking a look at a figure I've had for some time, just never got to reviewing it, so thought, why not now? So we have the Mandalorian Remnant Stormtrooper. We're going to be taking a look at this guy. It's a very nice figure, especially the weathering, as you're going to see, is quite amazing. I do have the Return of the Jedi Stormtrooper, and I'll be doing a comparison video after this one, so stay tuned for that. And please remember to subscribe if you haven't already, so you don't miss out on any future content like this. So let's start by taking a look at the box. It's your standard shoebox style box. I do like this style box, and I like that insert. Nice image of two. I guess you do have to have two at least. Stormtrooper. So here, taking a look at the figure itself, starting with one of the accessories, as I like to do, taking a look here at the E11 blaster. In comparison to the ones I've seen before, it does have some more weathering. It's pretty nice, but nothing we haven't really seen before in previous releases. Now, first impressions when taking a look at this figure is just the weathering is quite amazing. It just makes you wonder, what have these guys been through? You know, I'm doing here the kind of Luke, I just always remember when Luke is dressed. I know it's a different Stormtrooper. They changed it after Rogue One, the design. We'll talk about that a little bit. But when I look at Stormtroopers, I always think of Luke when he walks in to rescue Leia and moving the head from one side. I don't know. I just have that image of them moving their head side to side. So here, taking a look at the figure so you can see all the detail. It's very nice. It's quite amazing detail. I did do a couple customized Stormtroopers because I kind of wanted to. I can't talk, but I kind of wanted to army build. Here you're taking a look at the bottom. There's not too much tread, but I wanted to build a little bit of an army. Now I have 4 with the 2 customized Bandai Stormtroopers. Be doing that in a comparison video too. I like to compare all those 4, but for now, this is what this guy looks like. Looks really nice. Yeah, first impression is I'm quite impressed, and as impressed as you can be with a Stormtrooper, So here, taking a look at all the accessories, we have this open palm hand. It does have some texture on the glove, a shiny area in this texture here I'm showing you. It's nice. And then of course the mentioned weathering all over the figure. Of course, the gloves are no exception. Here we have a trigger hand. Just about the same. Nice weathering too. I've got 2 trigger hands, and then we have these 2 semi-open. Oh no, sorry, this is the fist. What am I thinking? The semi-open palms are those 2. Come already, the figure ships with those on. So here we have the SE14R blaster. Comes with, as far as I know, every Stormtrooper comes with an E11 and this blaster, 2 blasters. So it's nice. I think, I don't know if it's glass in there in the scope, but it looks shiny, so yeah. And then we got the extra wrist pegs. Nobody cares about those in case you break them. I break them every once in a while, so it's nice that Hot Toys still includes them. And then here we have the base. That got the metal plate. It says Remnant Trooper, and then the adjustable cradle. It says on the bottom here 2020. So in a galaxy not that far away, not that long ago, this figure was released. Here, taking another look at the E11, it does have some articulated areas, as you can see here. E11 blaster. You can kind of adjust it. I think that's just to stick it under the, you know, or armpit of the figure. I want to say, every time I say armpit, I kind of laugh at myself because it sounds silly, but nonetheless, you get the idea. Yeah, as mentioned before, it's got some nice weathering. I like it. I mean, this is the best version of this blaster I've seen, just because it does have that extra weathering. You know, it's nice. Pretty much everything you would come to expect with a Stormtrooper. Not a whole lot, does the job. So here we're taking a look at pretty much the way you get them out of the box. I always like to put the figure just standing there at first with his arms as close to the body as possible, but first taking a look at all the detail and just kind of showing you here, because there's a lot to see, as you can see. See. Yeah, looks good. You know, when I first saw the Mandalorian, I always thought, what's going on? Do they look skinnier, or is it the helmet just looks a little wider? And sure enough, they did change the design in Rogue One of the Stormtrooper. Disney made some minor changes to kind of, I guess, claim their design, since the First Order Stormtroopers didn't work out so well with that sequel trilogy. I mean, I like it. I don't know, my child inside prefers the older version, but I will tell you, before I do the comparison, I do like, in figure form, I like this design better, because there's not so many loose parts. But like I said, I'll get into in depth, I'll speak about that in the comparison video. I'm talking about the previous Stormtroopers of Return of the Jedi, New Hope, in comparison to Rogue One, and of course this one is the same, just the weathering is the only difference really. So if you wanted Mandalorian Stormtroopers, you could just get the Rogue One. I know they kind of gone up in price lately, but it's the same as this one minus the weathering as mentioned. Here I'm showing you, it does have a little bit of squidginess here. I feel like it's rubber. It does got a little bit of give here. You can just feel it. Wasn't expecting that. It's definitely not a solid piece of plastic when it comes to the boots. And here's the first pose, holding his E11 blaster. Yeah, no, this is a really nice figure. I like him a lot. It is my favorite Stormtrooper. The nostalgia pulls me more on the Return of the Jedi version, but I love Mandalorian, and I do like this look. It's cool. It's really, really cool. You can see here, the belt is a solid piece, unlike the Return of the Jedi. It's kind of loose. That's what I like, you know, in figure form, like I mentioned. I like this. This is kind of, this part here, there's some rubber material there holding it. And the thermal detonator on the back is just attached. I like that. With Stormtroopers, I've always said the issue, there's just so many loose parts, and when you're articulating them, well, they don't articulate very well to begin with, but this guy does pretty good, as you can see. I mean, for a Stormtrooper. Here he's doing his hold it right there pose. These are like the cops of Star Wars. I just hope they're not as trigger happy as they are in LA. Nonetheless, here we have him from the back. You can see what he looks like. It's nice. That's the great thing about this figure, really. You know, stormtroopers are nice, but with this kind of weathering, it just makes the figure that much more interesting to look at. Now here, something happened to this guy. I wanted to utilize the base somehow, and Mandalorian just standing there. I mean, he's so fast. He pulled out, I guess he already shot him and put the gun back in his, yeah. He's just, no, I just didn't want to really pose him. But you get the idea. He's so fast, he already blasted him, and he hasn't even fallen to the ground yet. That's the power of Mando. Anyway, I just wanted to compare these two guys so you can see. This is the obvious comparison to do in terms of seeing what this Stormtrooper looks like with another figure. And what better than Mandalorian, the OG Mando. I still love this figure. I mean, I do prefer the Beskar, I will say that, but I do like this one as well a lot. And here, since I already had these two out, he's going for round 2. Now this time it's a fist fight. Let's see what happens here. Can he take him? Can this cool looking Stormtrooper with all this weathering take Mando? Who are you cheering for? I think I already know what's gonna happen here. Yeah. So this is my best pose I've done yet. Oh, that hand looks like that hurts. So this is my most dynamic pose I've done so far, I think. And that's basically the result of that fight. Stormtroopers, I would imagine a lot of people pose them like this. Eating the dust. Oh, he took off his helmet. What's going on here? What, Henry Cavill again? This time he's bearded. Now the truth is, Rob from Rob Reviews, if you're watching, thanks so much for sending me the gift along with this unexpected head sculpt of Henry Cavill with the beard. Looks good. I thought, why not? I'll just throw him on this body. I'm doing this. So there you can see under the helmet, there's not much going on, just so you can hook up the peg, but it looks pretty decent. So that's what a Stormtrooper, Remnant Trooper looks like without the helmet. Here I was thinking this head sculpt could be used as a Din Djarin. Kind of looks like him from the back, doesn't it? Might have some use for that, that's for sure. Thanks again, Rob. So here I was showing you, or I'm showing you, that the material, it's got some texture underneath, and these straps, can't really see them here, I'll show you in a minute a little better with the lighting, but the, what do you call it, jumpsuit underneath does have a zipper. If you take these two pieces of armor in the chest area, you can kind of see there's a zipper there. It does have the straps on the shoulders, you can kind of move these pieces around. This is as much as I want to dismantle this figure, but I like always checking a little bit more of the guts of the figure and just seeing kind of how they've been built. I like to get into it and do a thorough check. And here, as I was showing you, the helmet, it's very nice. Underneath, that's what you have, and it does have the visor is green, but with all the weathering, it's kind of darker on this one. Can't really tell so much, but it is green, definitely green. Yeah. So here he's being, as badass as a Stormtrooper can be. This guy means business. Holding both his blasters. I mean, if I lived in Star Wars world, I just can't imagine myself getting intimidated by a Stormtrooper. I don't know, in my mind they're just clumsy. But nonetheless, that's gonna wrap up this video. I do like how that Henry Cavill sculpt looks on this. But of course, I'm not going to display him like that. This is how I'm going to have him, standing next to my Beskar Mando in the shelf. And this is a great figure. I know he's since sold out and gone up in price. In the secondary market, this figure is going for quite a bit. But if you can get your hands on one, I think this is the best Stormtrooper you can get. It's definitely the best one I've had. I've had like 3 or so different ones. So this is the best one, definitely. Or the Rogue One, since the same figure minus the weathering is mentioned. So that's going to wrap it up. I'm going to stop rambling here and hope you guys are having a great day or night, wherever you're at. Subscribe, like, and comment. Enjoy the path of collecting, and I will catch you guys next time.